Okay, when you're ready, just close your eyes and let my words just wash over you. You don't need to try to listen. Just notice the sound of my voice. And with every word you begin to feel more and more relaxed. You can notice the weight of your head resting there on the pillow. And you can be aware of your head relaxing, knowing that you don't have to hold any stress or tension in your shoulders, neck, or jaw. You can just take this time to let it go. Because now is the time for you to do nothing. You don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to do anything. You can just lay back, rest, relax, and let go. You can let go of any tension in your stomach or across your shoulders. Ease off those muscles in your back and down your spine and along the muscles in your legs, down through your ankles and all the way to your feet. Paying attention to your breathing, that gentle rise and fall that happens all by itself. And with every breath you take, and with every word I speak, you can just let go. And as you relax there listening and enjoying these moments all for yourself, you can let your mind drift and dream. And I would like you to imagine that you're standing at the top of 10 steps. 10 beautiful stairs in an old stately home. Somewhere you have been, or somewhere you have seen in a film or on television. Or perhaps it's somewhere new. A place that you are creating, all for yourself right now. But you know that as you make your way down those stairs, you will find yourself relaxing more and more. And with every number I count, you can just let go of any stress and tension and just drift down into a wonderfully quiet and calm place. And at the bottom of the steps is a short corridor that leads to a door to a very special place, a room where no one ever goes but you. And in that room you can feel just exactly as you would want to feel here today, relaxed, refreshed, and perfectly at ease. And to find this space, all you need to do is make your way down those stairs. So as I count down from 10 to 0, you can just find yourself relaxing with each number, drifting deeper now, my voice following. As I count 10, just find yourself relaxing more and more. Every step down taking you closer to that room inside. To 9. Stepping down to 8. Perfectly at ease as you carry on down to 7. And there's a handrail strong and solid on the wall alongside you, worn smooth by years of use. And you realise that you've been down this stairway many, many times, and that this room exists inside you already, ready to be accessed to gain the strength and understanding that you already possess. And 6, there's a picture on the wall beside you, a picture that inspires you as you watch it forming. And I don't know if it's a picture or perhaps a photograph of someone you know, someone you love, or a painting of a special place that gives you peace or confidence. Somewhere special you have been, or somewhere you know. Or perhaps it's still a swirling mass of colour that hasn't quite formed yet, creating a feeling of strength that comes to you directly, deep from within your subconscious, allowing you to trust in this process as you take another step down to 5. Halfway down those steps, curious as to what you'll find as you continue down from 4 to 3. Almost as if you are walking on a cushion of air, not quite touching the steps anymore, floating on down from 3 to 2. Every muscle just loosening and relaxing. You can see that hallway and you can see the door at the end as you look forward to finding that room, that special place deep inside, a place that you know already exists. You're just finding it for yourself again now as you step down from 2 to 1. Almost all the way down those stairs now, just floating down that final step from 1 to 0. And you can relax your shoulders, every muscle, every fibre of your being, perfectly at ease. And you make your way down that corridor that's lined with pictures of people or places that inspire you, that keep you safe and make you feel comfortable. Reminders of all the success that you have already achieved in your life. Certificates, smiling faces of friends and family and loved ones. And as you walk down along that corridor, you walk past the grandfather clock, an old antique grandfather clock, and you can hear it ticking, marking the gentle pass of time. As you stop and look at the hands on the face, you suddenly understand that the sound of each tick is just the sound of a moment passing, and that the space in between the ticks is where we truly exist. The space in between the ticks is a very moment in which all is real, and you can choose to place your mind in that space now. As you watch the hands slowly moving around the face, realizing that although they have been round so many times, every second of every minute, of every hour of every day, for weeks, months, years, decades and centuries, those hands can only tell you of the very moment in which you truly exist. Now, because the past has gone, and gone with it is any opportunity to change what's happened. And yet you understand that the wonderful truth is that we don't have to change the past. You have coped with and survived everything from your past. And the future is just a dream. A dream that you can colour with bright, clear possibility. You can choose to imagine your future just as you would wish it to be. You can fill it with all the joy, happiness, and success that you truly deserve. But it all begins in this very moment where all is real, in between the ticks of the clock. And before you move on from the clock in front of you, you catch your reflection in the glass window of the cabinet as the pendulum swings back and forth deep inside, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You catch a reflection and notice that something has changed. As you stand reflected in that glass, something has already changed. You can't quite catch what it is. Perhaps it's that you are standing more confidently, or that there's a smile on your face, or happiness in your eyes, a joy radiating from you that you can witness in that reflection of yourself now. This inspires you as you turn and move forward, floating down along that corridor to the door of that room where no one ever goes but you. That room in which you can discover so much about yourself and how you will find that comfort, peace and understanding that already exists deep inside you. For in that room you can imagine and create and rehearse and be the person that you seek to be, the person that you truly are. Before you open that door, you study it and catch its every detail. You notice whether it's hinged on the left or the right, its size, its shape, its colour, texture, design. Will it open towards you or away? Will it creak or glide open? Is it light or heavy, old or new? And you see the handle, and before you reach out to open the door, you notice the lock, and I wonder where the key is. Is it in your pocket or around your neck on a length of string? Or is it already in your hand? An old, ornate, brass key that's cool to touch, but warming as you hold it in your hand. Wherever that key is, you know that this room is never locked to you, and that this room is always accessible to you now. Because all you need to do is just remember that it exists deep inside you right now. Because to open the door, you simply use your mind. Your mind is the key that unlocks that door. As you find yourself stepping through into a room that is just exactly as you choose it to be, all around you flows a feeling of safety and comfort, bringing a strength that flows through you and radiates from you, inspiring you to trust in the positive future that you create for yourself. Every day you feel more confident, more capable, and more connected with all of your inner skills and resources. Resources that are waiting here now for you to tap into and enjoy. As you relax even deeper now, you become aware that you are safe and you are protected. Take a deep breath and relax even further, letting any stress and worries float away from you, making you feel lighter and happier. You are listening to me today because you have a problem that you want to fix. And this problem is that you start to worry and feel anxious before an event, such as going on a roller coaster or a fast ride, before it has even happened. Even when you are at the fair or at the theme park, your conscious mind tells your body that you are going to feel scared, worried, and anxious. So you do feel scared, worried, and anxious. The reason the conscious mind does this is because it is recalling a subconscious memory and reacting to it. Perhaps you have in the past had a scary experience on a ride or a roller coaster before. So now your mind associates being at a theme park or a fair and standing in a queue with feeling scared, worried, and anxious. It is the same as any fear or phobia. So we are going to find out why this is happening to you and fix it. So let's go on a journey of discovery, deep into your subconscious mind, to find this memory, the one that causes the problem, and then fix it so that you never have to experience it again. So I want you now, whilst you are feeling safe and relaxed, to remember the memory and experience of the time that you went on a ride or a roller coaster that made you feel scared and anxious. Don't worry if you can't remember a specific memory. You can imagine a memory of you being on a roller coaster or a ride, feeling scared and anxious, and it will be just as effective. I want you to put this memory to one side for now. You will need it later. And now I want you to imagine as vividly as you can that you're at the top of a beautiful, warm, softly lit staircase with 10 steps to go down, all covered in a beautifully soft carpet. It's your favourite colour and design, with a wonderfully smooth hardwood handrail at the side. At the bottom of the staircase is a door, and behind the door is a room, your own special room, where nobody ever goes but you. Now in a moment I'm going to count all the way down from 10 to 0, and you can imagine that each number is a step on this staircase, another step down into deeper and deeper levels of relaxation. So by the time I get to 0, you will be as relaxed as you could ever be. 10. Take the first step down now. Plenty of time, no need to hurry. 9. Feeling more and more relaxed, moving down easily. 8. Another step down deeper and deeper. 7. Imagining how it feels as your hand guides down that stair rail. 6. Going deeper now. 5. Feeling more and more relaxed. 4. Deeper still. 3. Your breathing becoming slower and steadier. 2. A wonderful calmness sweeping over you. 1. Almost all the way down now, just one more step to go, to 0. And now you find yourself in front of that door to your own special room. Study it for a moment, noticing the colour and design, looking at the texture and pattern of the handle. Understand that this room is always here for you in your thought. You can always find it by going down that staircase of calmness and relaxation in your mind. And now you open the door and move easily inside that room. It's comfortable and warm inside here, and softly lit, and furnished exactly as you want it to be, to make it absolutely perfect. Make it truly vivid in your mind, catching the smell of it, the feel of it, as well as the way that it looks. And in the middle of the room is a chair, a comfortably, wonderfully luxurious chair, and you just dawdle lazily over to it and flop yourself down, enjoying that deep sense of tranquility that sweeps over you as you sink into the cushions. Now I want you to imagine a large cinema screen with a remote control. Right now the screen is blank, and now I'd like you to play that memory that we spoke about earlier as a movie. As a reminder, this memory movie is of when you've had that scary or anxious experience on a roller coaster or ride. And again, if you can't remember something specific, you can make one up that represents how scared you feel when you go to a theme park or a fair. Now I want you to play the movie from a still picture at the beginning, when you're just about to go on the roller coaster or you're in the queue, to a still picture at the end, when the roller coaster is finished and you step off it. So now see that initial scene of the movie on the screen. Now play the movie through in as much detail as you can until you reach the end. Now rewind the movie at a normal speed back to the beginning. You're doing really well. And now fast forward it all the way to the end, pause it for a moment, and then rewind it quickly all the way back to the beginning. Now do the same thing again, 5 times in a row. Fast forward it all the way to the end, pause it for a moment, and then rewind it quickly all the way back to the beginning, 5 times. now do the same thing again, another 5 times in a row. Fast forward it all the way to the end, pause it for a moment, and then rewind it quickly all the way back to the beginning. Do this 5 times. Well done. And now do the same thing again another 5 times. And I'd like to think that you're getting quite bored with it now. So I'd like you to make the images cartoon-like, or play funny background music, or make it comical and funny in some other way. Do this 5 times. Well done. You can feel really good about the work that you've done here today. And whilst we have this screen up, we can put some positive images there of you looking happier, confident, excited, strong, unafraid, in control, perhaps lying on a beach, feeling happy, looking happy and relaxed, or in a favourite place enjoying yourself and feeling confident. Now I'd like you to imagine that you are looking into a mirror and can see your reflection perfectly. And in this reflection, I want you to look at your face and see what it looks like when you feel nervous and scared to go on a roller coaster or ride. See it happening to your face in slow motion. Notice every facial expression and hear every word that is going through your reflection's mind. I'll be quiet for a few moments while you study the scene involving your reflection. So now you know how your reflection looks when you feel scared and nervous. And also you know the thoughts which are triggered in your mind when you feel this way. These thoughts are important to know, and they are what trigger your feelings of nervousness and fear when you think about going on a fast ride or roller coaster. You know that when you are on the ride and up there in the air, you will feel just fine, maybe even excited, but the thoughts are what have been getting you down and telling you that you will be scared and unsafe. Think about the thoughts that run through your head when you're at a theme park or in a queue to a ride. What triggers them? Is it a noise, a colour, a feeling? Even if you don't know the trigger consciously, your subconscious knows. So concentrate now and let the trigger rise to the surface. Let the trigger show itself to you as you relax and feel deeply comfortable. Maybe you can form an image which represents this trigger, or maybe a sound, or even better, a colour or a smell. I'll quieten down again while you allow your subconscious mind to form an anchor which will represent the trigger. Now that you have an anchor which you know will start the process that leads to anticipating the scary feelings or worries, I want you to destroy it. Imagine that this anchor is the same as an anchor which you can drop to the bottom of the sea when released. And I want you to release it right now. Watch it now as it drops so fast from the surface of the sea into the depths of the water where it can never resurface. Watch as it goes down and down, deeper and deeper, down and down, far away from you. And as you are watching, you notice that something is floating gently upwards towards you. Something you recognize that reminds you of happy times that you felt safe, confident and excited. What is it? It can be anything that you want it to be. A symbol that represents safety, confidence, happiness and joy. A symbol in a bubble which represents you and what and who you are. A happy and fun person with all the confidence and bravery that you need. So carefully scoop the bubble from the ocean's surface into the palms of your hands. Bring it up and burst the bubble in your hands. And as your symbol is released into the world, just hold your hands steady as it is absorbed into you, into your heart, mind, body and soul, into your subconscious mind where it will be stored forever. Now this symbol may be a favourite item or a photo, the sound of your favourite music, or a lovely smell that reminds you of something or someone you love. Or perhaps it's a lovely, bright colour which makes you feel amazing every time you see it. It doesn't matter what it is, but it is yours and only yours, and it makes you feel happy. And any time that you are feeling worried or scared or have anxiety about going on a ride or a roller coaster, all you have to do is have your subconscious mind remember your symbol, bring it into your conscious mind, and immediately feel so happy, calm, safe, and relaxed. You enjoy life and all that it has to offer. So grateful for everything that you have. You enjoy going to theme parks and to the fair, and even standing in the queue in anticipation of waiting for an exhilarating, fun, and fast ride into the air. The feeling of fun and adventure that this ride has to offer. You feel so excited and happy at the thought of the ride, and feel proud of yourself that you are able to finally enjoy yourself at fairs and theme parks. And these suggestions will stay with you and will grow stronger every day. Stronger by the hour, stronger by the minute, stronger by the second. Sometimes we need to be reminded that our lives can be fun. Every chapter of our lives can be filled with joy, but this wholly depends on you, because only you can allow which type of thoughts enter into your mind, because how you think will determine how you feel every day. You now learn to choose your thoughts with awareness of how powerful and important they are. You can plant positive and beneficial thoughts in your mind, because these thoughts and feelings that you accept with complete and utter clarity will inevitably become your reality. How you choose to think today will influence your tomorrows. Once you detach your thoughts from any problems you are experiencing, your mind will be clearer and better able to focus on the solutions. Whenever you allow yourself to focus on problems, you drag those problems into your future and attract more of the same. So relax and switch the polarity around and focus your thoughts, feelings, and energy on how you would prefer things to be, rather than how you don't want them to be. Withdrawing your energy from your problems will attract the solutions. Your subconscious mind will now adopt this fresh pattern of thinking, free from any problems or self-limiting influences that came around through fear, ignorance, conditioning, false beliefs, misunderstandings, or a lack of confidence. You will experience a new quality of life, a thirst for adventure, an elevated mental and emotional perspective from which you will always be aware of the best options and opportunities available to you. Now I'd like to tell you a story. You may have heard it already. It is one of those apocryphal stories where a grandfather is teaching his grandson about life. He says, "There is a fight going on inside of me. It is a terrible fight between two wolves. One is bad. He is anger, anxiety, worry, fear. The other is good. He is joy, he is bravery, peace, love, serenity, and hope. And the same fight is going on inside you, and inside every other person too." The grandson thought about it for a moment, and then he asked his grandfather which wolf will win the fight. And the old man just said, "The one that you feed." Be careful what you feed into your mind. What we think and say to ourselves affects the way that we feel physically. Negative thoughts and feelings result in negative emotional and physical responses in our bodies. What we say to ourselves has a monumental impact on our life, which then determines how we feel and what we can and cannot do. From this moment forward, you do everything better than you've ever done before. Every new task that you approach, you do it from a perfect frame of mind, calm, relaxed, and confident. With each passing day, your confidence grows and becomes stronger, as your feelings of self-worth become more powerful every day. In every situation, whenever you need to, you would take control. You can calm your mind and feel relaxed, calm, and capable. You now possess a determined optimism from being armed with all of this knowledge and complete understanding of who you are, your real self, brave, interesting, intelligent, unique, special, possessing all of the capabilities and capacities that you need to be confident in any situation. You love and respect yourself. Your self-esteem increases as you realise that you have lots to offer. You realise that yesterday has gone, and you can do nothing to change anything that has happened in the past. And yet you realise with a sense of peace that you do not have to change the past, because you have survived and coped with everything from your past. Tomorrow can be shaped and coloured with a bright and clear possibility with your imagination. But today, this very moment, all is real, and you will now seize every single moment and make it count. Before we finish today, I'll leave you with a final thought. Each new day is a gift. Every morning is a new beginning. We are promised only the moment of existence, and that wonderful moment now is all that we have and all that we need. Now, if you're listening to this recording at night with a view to drifting off to sleep afterwards, then please ignore the next part of this recording and allow yourself to drift off into a nice, deep, and relaxing sleep. If you are listening to this recording in the daytime and wish to awaken and carry on with the rest of your day, then now is the time for you to begin to become aware that it is time to open your eyes.